Niguliste Museum, a gem of Tallinn's cultural and historical heritage. Located in the heart of Tallinn's Old Town, the Niguliste Museum, St. Nicholas's Church, is one of Estonia's most significant cultural landmarks. Its rich history, stunning architecture, and exceptional art collections make it a must-visit destination for anyone interested in the heritage of Estonia and the broader Baltic region. The museum, housed in a medieval church, offers visitors a unique blend of religious, artistic, and historical experiences that span several centuries. The origins of St. Nicholas's Church, the Niguliste Church, originally dedicated to St. Nicholas, the patron saint of sailors, merchants, and children, was founded in the early 13th century by German merchants who had settled in Tallinn. The first wooden church on this site was replaced by a stone dot structure, which was completed in the late 13th century. As Tallinn grew in importance as a Hanseatic city, so did the church, which underwent several expansions and renovations over the following centuries. Reformation and secularization. The Protestant Reformation in the 16th century had a profound impact on the church. During this time, St. Nicholas's Church, like many others in Northern Europe, transitioned from Catholicism to Lutheranism. The interiors were stripped of many of their religious icons, but the church retained its essential architectural grandeur. The Reformation marked the beginning of the church's transformation from a purely religious space into one that also served cultural and communal functions. War and restoration. The church suffered significant damage during World War II, particularly during the Soviet bombing of Tallinn in 1944. The roof was destroyed, and many of the interior artworks were severely damaged or lost. Following the war, extensive restoration work was undertaken, and by the 1980s the church had been fully restored. In 1984, the building was officially reopened as a museum under the administration of the Art Museum of Estonia, dedicated to ecclesiastical art. Architecture. St. Nicholas's Church is an outstanding example of medieval ecclesiastical architecture, with features that reflect the various stages of its development over the centuries. The church is primarily Gothic in style, characterized by its pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and the soaring height of its nave. The church's exterior is notable for its tall, square bell tower, which rises to a height of 105 meters, making it one of the tallest structures in Tallinn's Old Town. The spire, originally built in the 15th century, was designed to serve as a navigational landmark for ships approaching the city's harbor. The current spire, however, is a post-war reconstruction completed in the 1980s. The church's facade is relatively austere, typical of Gothic architecture, with a few decorative elements such as lancet windows and buttresses. The main entrance is through a richly decorated portal on the western side, which features intricate stone carvings depicting scenes from the life of St. Nicholas. The interior of the Niguliste Museum is equally impressive, with a spacious nave supported by massive pillars and high vaulted ceilings. The light-filled space is accentuated by large Gothic windows, which, though originally filled with stained glass, now allow natural light to flood the interior. One of the most striking features of the interior is the high altar, a masterpiece of late Gothic art created by the famous Lübeck artist Hermann Rode in the late 15th century. The altar, with its intricately carved figures and richly painted panels, is a focal point of the church's art collection. Collections and exhibitions. The Niguliste Museum is renowned for its extensive collection of ecclesiastical art, spanning several centuries and including works of both local and European significance. The museum's permanent collection is complemented by temporary exhibitions, which explore various aspects of religious and cultural history. The Danse Macabre. One of the most famous works housed in the Niguliste Museum is the Danse Macabre, Dance of Death, by Bernt Notke, a 15th century German painter. This monumental painting, originally much larger, is one of the most significant examples of late medieval art in Northern Europe. The fragment that survives today is a chilling reminder of the medieval obsession with death and the transient nature of life. The painting depicts a procession of people from all walks of life being led to their graves by skeletal figures, emphasizing the inevitability of death for all, regardless of status or wealth. The high altar of St. Nicholas, The high altar created by Herman Rode between 1478 and 1481 is another highlight of the museum. This intricately carved and painted altarpiece is a stunning example of Northern Gothic art. The altar's central panels depict scenes from the life of Saint Nicholas, while the side panels feature numerous saints and biblical figures. The attention to detail and the rich coloration make it one of the finest works of its kind in the Baltic region. Silver Chamber. The Niguliste Museum also houses a remarkable collection of ecclesiastical silverware, which is displayed in the so-called Silver Chamber. This collection includes liturgical objects such as chalices, monstrances, and candlesticks, many of which were crafted by Tallinn's master goldsmiths. The Silver Chamber provides a fascinating insight into the craftsmanship and artistic traditions of the medieval and early modern periods. The organ. Another notable feature of the museum is its historic organ, one of the oldest and most important in Estonia. The current organ, built by Christian Friedrich Weitmann in the 17th century, is a fine example of Baroque craftsmanship. The organ is still used for concerts and recitals, making the Niguliste Museum not only a place for visual art, but also for musical performances. Cultural significance. The Niguliste Museum plays a crucial role in preserving and presenting Estonia's religious and cultural heritage. As one of the few museums in the country dedicated specifically to ecclesiastical art, it offers a unique perspective on the spiritual and artistic traditions that have shaped Estonian history. A center for medieval art. The museum is a key institution for the study and appreciation of medieval art in the Baltic region. Its collections, particularly the works by Bernt Notke and Herman Rode, are of international significance and attract scholars and art enthusiasts from around the world. The museum also serves as a center for research and conservation, contributing to the ongoing study of medieval art and its preservation. Music and the arts. In addition to its visual art collections, the Niguliste Museum is also an important venue for music. The church's acoustics, combined with its historic organ, make it a popular location for concerts, particularly those focusing on early music and organ recitals. These musical events are an integral part of the museum's cultural offerings, providing visitors with a multi-sensory experience that enhances their appreciation of the space and its history. Visitor experience. Visiting the Niguliste Museum is a journey through centuries of history and art. The museum's location in the heart of Tallinn's Old Town makes it easily accessible, and its close proximity to other historic sites allows for a comprehensive exploration of the city's heritage. The museum's setting in the medieval St. Nicholas Church adds to the overall experience. The building's architecture and atmosphere create a sense of reverence and contemplation, inviting visitors to reflect on the historical and spiritual significance of the artworks on display. The surrounding area, with its cobblestone streets and well-preserved medieval buildings, enhances the sense of stepping back in time. The Niguliste Museum is committed to making its collections and programs accessible to a wide audience. The museum provides information in multiple languages and offers guided tours in English, Estonian, and other languages. Facilities for visitors with disabilities are also available, ensuring that everyone can enjoy the museum's offerings. The Niguliste Museum is more than just a repository of religious art. It is a testament to the enduring cultural and historical legacy of Tallinn and Estonia. Its rich collections, housed in the magnificent setting of St. Nicholas's Church, offer a unique window into the medieval and early modern world, while its ongoing programs and events ensure that this legacy remains vibrant and relevant today. For those visiting Tallinn, a trip to the Niguliste Museum is an opportunity to explore the intersections of art, history, and spirituality in one of the most beautiful and historically significant buildings in the city. Whether you are an art lover, a history enthusiast, or simply a curious traveler, the Niguliste Museum offers a deeply enriching experience that will leave a lasting impression.